I think Bibi heard us. I think he heard us. Okay. One more minute, and our next speaker.
Guys, I got one more minute. I'm going to do it very fast. So be quiet with me. I'm talking about Dreyfus case, last decade of the 19th century. It was the most covered media press ever in the history of the human being. The two famous journalists came there. Was Mark Twain from America, player #1, and Zeev Herzl from Vienna, a young Jewish boy. Not much connection to Zionism. He was shocked to see that in the liberal France, such things can happen. He went through a mental change. He became the founder of the Zionist movement, and he changed our course of life. Think of it in perspective. The Holocaust will only be 45 years later. And if I personally have to choose a single moment in the history of the Jewish people to be born, it's my moment, so I can have the honor to experience this parade, this march, together with wonderful people like you and like all over the world. On Islam side!
Oda Pinuchay. American Jews, you should lead this one. Am Israel. Okay, so if we're talking about Am Israel Chai, our next speaker is Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum. She serves as the spiritual leader of Congregation Bet Simchat Torah, the world's largest LGBTQ synagogue in New York City.
Right now, there is an international tsunami of extreme right-wing authoritarian fascism. It is strong here in the United States, and it is strong in Israel. But we are bigger than that wave. I believe Bibi, who is speaking now at the UN. To hope. For too long, so many American Jews have given the Israeli world of Bibi Netanyahu a free pass. Not anymore. In these past months, we are witnessing not only the ugliness of the authoritarian attempts to destroy the Israeli judiciary and impose theocratic authoritarian rule in Israel, we are also witnessing what might be the greatest protest movement in the history of the world. Hundreds of thousands. The equivalent of 15 million Americans every single week in the street with a vision of what the world should look like and not accepting what it looks like in this minute. We must never forget to have a vision of what we believe Israel. We are the visionaries. We can't go back to just the day before the election. We must stand with those Israelis and Palestinians, secular and religious, from the periphery and from the center, Mizrahi and Ashkenazi, all sexual orientations and gender identities, who understand what a vision of a just society will look like. We stand. To build a stronger future. And like in America, we fight the roots of racism and hate in order to protect and build a foundation for a future generation. So too must all around the world fight the hate and racism. We share the same struggle for democracy, and today we stand together in fear, but also in faith and hope. We will banish the darkness, and in our hand is the light. Gamar Chatima Tova, a sweet and a happy new year for democracy.
I want everyone to join me in אני ואתה, me and you will change the world, נשנה את העולם. את העולם, אני ואתה, אז יבואו כבר כולם. אמרו את זה קודם לפניי, זה לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה ננסה
Hearing אני ואתה נשנה את העולם in New York City in a progress. I think I had tears in my eyes now. Thank you so much. Our next speaker is Alex. Wait. Our next speaker is Alex Edelman. Alex is a comedian and a writer who has a solo comedy show just for us. If you haven't seen it, you have to. Recently completed a highly successful run on Broadway at the Hudson Theater, and everyone said it was the best show in town. Thank you so much, Alex, for being here.
Hi! I just came to put on tefillin, honestly, but no, sorry. In Shalom Rosh Hashanah, somebody asked me, they said, you're an American Jew and you say you love Israel. How can you protest the government? I've been protesting because the Israel that I love reflects values that are central both to American and Jewish values. Democracy is a Jewish value. Intense, thoughtful, free discourse, these are essential to a Jewish worldview. The idea that giving everyone a voice, everything in a balance, this government is trying to destroy that balance. Democracy means ensuring the majority doesn't run over those who need protection. This government is trying to do that. Other voices count even if they don't control the Knesset. Dictatorial thinking isn't Jewish. Closed-mindedness isn't Jewish. Autocracy isn't Jewish. Oppression isn't Jewish. These power grabs are antithetical to Jewish values, and American values. This struggle should be important to every Jew, but it should be especially important to American Jews, and it is to the many, 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 many American Jews raising their voices here in front of the UN and all over the country. It absolutely is. If you care about democracy, if you care about making sure every voice is heard, you should be protesting. How could I be protesting the Israeli government? How could I not be? Shana Tova.
coming back, but we have 10 more minutes that we have to have all the speakers while we have the system. So, our next speaker, Rabbi Joanna Samuels, is the CEO of the Marlene Meyerson JCC Manhattan, the largest JCC in the country. And she's here with us. Joanna.
Boker Tov. Right now, as we are gathered, the Prime Minister of Israel is speaking to the UN. And I want to speak to him. So this is a speech to Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. Mr. Prime Minister, I am a religious Jewish woman. I am a rabbi. I am a Zionist. I am a community leader. And I call upon you to lead Israel into a strong future of prosperity and of peace and of a population that is solid and connected. I beg you, I demand of you to create the conditions for the Israeli people to live in harmony with their diversity, and for the Jewish people worldwide to know Israel as an inspiration and as a haven. Mr. Prime Minister, I call upon you to use your authority for the good of those who live in Israel and under her sovereignty. You are not a Prime Minister only for those whom you agree with. You are the Prime Minister for all of Israel. Busha, 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 busha. Mr. Prime Minister, I call upon you to listen to the Israeli people. Listen to the military leaders. Listen to the grandmothers. Listen to the doctors and the teachers and the young people. Listen to the veterans of wars that Israel has fought for peace. Listen to these people. Listen to them. They are begging you. They are demanding of you that you create a united and democratic Israel for all of its citizens. Democracia, democracia. Democracia. Mr. Prime Minister, in these days of intense reflection, these days of Cheshbon HaNefesh, please take seriously the power of this moment, the power of your office, and your power to do good or not to do good. You can lead Israel right now into a path that will set the country towards chaos and dissent. And I believe you can also lead the country to a future of prosperity and peace and connection. Please choose the positive path. Thank you.
Our next speaker is an Israeli American. Dr. Jeremy Levin is the former CEO of Teva, founder of the that's a hard word. You're appointed in the USA and chair the Biotechnology Industry Organization in Washington, D.C. He is a dear friend of this protest movement from the very beginning. Big applause, Dr. Jeremy Levin.
My name is Jeremy Levin. I'm the former CEO of Teva. My family fled Southern Africa and the evil of apartheid and regimes that upended democracy. I came to Israel in 1967. I love Israel. I love its people, its history, and its contributions to the world. I've always stood with that nation, and now I stand and fight for them again. 75 years ago, and again 50 years ago, the enemies of Israel attacked. But Israel defeated them. Israel sent a message to the world that its people will always fight for freedom and democracy. Now Israel again faces an existential battle within its borders as Netanyahu wages war against democracy. Oh! He also wages war against the values we hold dear in America and Israel. Netanyahu's attempts to end the separation of powers between the courts and the Knesset to upend democracy have done more harm to Israel than any previous enemy. He has put Israel's existence at risk. Religious and secular, women and men are fighting Netanyahu and his henchmen as they attempt to impose, and make no mistake, I use this word deliberately, a dictatorship on the nation. The chaos we see unfolding in Israel is not about Netanyahu's ideology. He has none. Not about his beliefs. He has none. Not even about his economic gain. He's taking a lot of money from some people. It's simple. He wants to avoid prosecution. Prosecution for the lies he's told the Israeli public, military and security leadership, lies documented in multiple affidavits. If he lies to the Israeli population and leadership, America, what is he prepared to do to us? More importantly, if Netanyahu is willing to put Israel at risk, why would he hesitate to do the same with America? In every speech or interview he gives, in every action he takes, in every in the US, Netanyahu tries to trick. He tries to sucker punch the American public and our leaders.
can't tell her name. But I have a friend that works at the UN, and she just sent me a message. Oh my God, what's going on outside? We hear you so loud inside the building.
Song is our togetherness, about the spirit, about the ruach between us.
NYPD that worked so amazingly with us this entire week. I want to say thank you to the singer Ori Budman, say to the Israelis who came all the way from Israel, who brought the Kaplan spirit to us. I want to say thank you to brothers and sisters in arms, to Kaplan, to the headquarters of the protest, to the Pink Front, the amazing Pink Front. We're gonna stay here for a while and have a lot of noise, make a lot of noise so everyone will hear us deep inside. So let's go!